I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man, and we're back in Kugani, and we got an offer of a boat from Soroban, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but we still have some work to do on the little fish, so let's talk to Lise. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugani in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. I don't know whether to take this or not. This is for a gunbreaker or a warrior or paladin, which I do have that job, but let's take another look here. I think I'll pass on it. Well, wait a minute. It is it's high quality. Let's take the Reaper one. And the Dragoon one. We'll take that one. I can always sell it. Making the catfish sing. Lise would like to ask Gaidu? Is it Gaidu? A few questions. Right then. He should be coming round soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Can he breathe? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep, or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for asking. Tell us what you know about Yuguri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. Oh no. You mean you led him into a trap, as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. I was just business. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugani these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any dolmens found in Kugani... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly. No, blades were drawn. Men were cut down, and the police came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the inn they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in custody of the police, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugani. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist out of you yet, Master Alphino. Oh, come on. Don't. No. I want to talk to him. You're free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Roland, and I joined you. All right, but what about Gyudo? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sorbonne, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything's in order, then let us be off. The police barracks are to the north. I know exactly where they are. Round the corner from that girl I talked to on housing. I think there's a teleport right next to it. Yeah, there is. All right, so we've got one right to it. Good. Oh, there we go. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. All right. There's even provided us a place to wait. Isn't that convenient? Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Wait again. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything's going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it. Right, Roland? I remember Roland doesn't talk. All right, talk to Lise again. Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. Watching the clock. What's that old saying?
Have at you!
Oh, Jesus.
Ah!
Have at you. Ah! That sounds like Gosetsu.
Was that?
It was. Now, a little insight. These guys that form the guard, the police guard, they're samurais. What is Gosetsu? He's a samurai.
That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
I suppose. After you.
Victory to the samurai!
How many asses has he kicked?
How many is that now? 10 in a row!
Gosetsu!
Oh! This is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
it would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
We have the two most irritating voices in the whole game right here. Lise, her voice, and don't get me wrong, she's a fine, voice actor, but her voice is just piercing. And then Gozetsu is like, whoa. It would seem there has been a misunderstanding, he says. He looks like he's having fun.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Sounds about right.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
How much did it cost you? Wahaha. That's how they laugh. Making the catfish sing, it says. Oh, do we get a choice? We already have some gloves like... Oh, I don't know if we do or not. We do have that outfit. I don't know if I've got the gloves for it or not, so I'm going to take them. It's aiming, so it is for us. It's for distance fighting, so... Once more to the Ruby Sea. For a man who has just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu is looking rather sheepish. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune. We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Totaro are waiting for us there. Okay. Let's head back to the Ruby Bazaar. The Ruby Bazaar. That sounds like a Dairy Queen ice cream treat. Gosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I'm very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the Kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly I would return to you their coin, but had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Oh, jeez. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where's Lady Yuguri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Heen. Lord Heen? Jeff tells me I pronounce his name every time, so I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Heen is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of domain liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army unto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Heen understood this, he bade Yugiri take this to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, and they might have more time to escape. He, however, would stand and fight, that they may have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Emperor's reach, and that to find him, I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yosusio, what? I can't pronounce that either, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do for further her pursuit of Lord Heen. Come out right. Thank you. I believe that makes matters clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman liberation in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yangxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugani, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is Garlean Embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all as a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them, as you, of all people, should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Quit pouting, big baby. Sorbonne is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Yeah, keep the taverns warm, Tataru. All right, where are we going? Rendezvous with Sorbonne, Pier 2. All right, let's get at it. Get at it. Okay, there's that one. That one. I don't recall anything else to do here, so let's just get the heck out. Any port and storm, you know. Hey, Sorbonne. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist, with me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits. And we're off to see the wizard. Oh, we got a little map thing again. Ooh, is that a whale? Did we run into pirates?
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
What the hell is that? Oh, we're walking slow again. Must be for dramatic effect or something, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have their morning coffee. Well, that's a weird looking thing. It looks like
shimmering
Batman's
sea
cape.
of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
So this is I think this is a halfway in between Yangtze, where we need to go, and Kugani. So we have to get over that. All right. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Did I just level up? Or just do an achievement? Open water. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Sorbonne well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters that you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me, Roland. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. We have to swim over, huh? She wants to race, and there's no way I can win for some reason. I'm not quite sure which, but I've done this so many times, and she's always beat me there. It's just meant to be, I think. Oh, there she is. Okay, so let's swim a little faster. Oh shit, I forgot. Pardon my French. 20 gills say I beat you there. Yeah, see, now I've lost my speed. I should have waited. But I've done this so many times, I still, like I said, I can't win. It's no big deal. It's not like you get an achievement or anything for it. But she can't beat me any other way, so... Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. Up the stairs, I think. Man, you tuckered out climbing those stairs. I don't think our armor's hurt. And did I get... Does that pair of gloves I got weren't any better than what I'm wearing, are they? No, see, if you look over there, the Gagniskin hat of aiming, Gagniskin jacket of aiming, those are all things I'm wearing, except for the gloves. And the gloves are what we just got, which will fill out that whole outfit. So I've got the hat, the jacket, the gloves, the chaps, the boots, and all in that set. but it looks like the Ghost Baroque gauntlets that I have are better for me than the other. So I might have to glamour those if I want the outfit to look right. Let's see. Let's do that and cast a glamour using the Gagna skin gloves. So we get to keep the stats of the Ghost Baroque, or Baroque? Is that how you pronounce that? But they'll match my outfit now. So you get the benefit of the better armor, but the look that fits the outfit. So there you go. Okay, let's go talk to this feller. Tansui. Is it Sui or Su? Tansi? Tansua? Tansu. I'll just go with Tansu. I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed Roland Painter. I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. Tansu's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down. Yeah, he's got his poker face on. These guys are, you need to be careful with these guys. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your guild, perhaps. It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Orthard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous. The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugani, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I'll be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Coben. So I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled, for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Well, obviously it's a fight. They think that we're going to win for them. Wee-hee! Ow, I shouldn't have done that. That thing's ugly. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I've surely used up a lot of my 9 lives. Oh, I can't fly here. Oh, I can't fly here. I have to find all the air currents, I guess. The mini-map doesn't always show you exactly where you have to go. So it's a little farther than I thought, but it is at least in the right direction. A flying shark. Oh. Oh. He looks like he climbed out of the pot on fire. Yeah, he was not quite cooked well enough and got out of the pot. Oh, is that boat out there, I guess, huh? We get to go Setsu over there to push the ship over. He's big enough.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you.
Really?
But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Okay, those turtles must
Gentlemen,
be the red
surely
ones.
the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
I guess we're not going to have to fight after all. I'm thinking that he waived the tithes on us because he knows we're going after those guys. That might solve his problem.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
Slaughtered? What does that mean, slaughtered?
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
That's the turtle
With the
people.
winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
He's gone.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat, and the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Okay.
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
What you looking for? What are we waiting for? Come, come, Sorban cannot have gone far. Though, now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Well, there you go then. We have a destination. Well, I think I want to avoid that guy. No particular reason. Pretty sure I can beat him. But it's not a necessary battle. I'm lost. Oh God, there's another one. Catch me if you can, sneaky butt. Ooh, what are those? Puffer fish or something. Oh, I bet they're bombs. Oh, they are. That's not good. They ate too many beans, they bloated up, and oh, look what I found. They bloated up and they're ready to blow. Well, there's the first one. There's Sorban. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as reflection of our allegiance as a whole. You understand. You understand. Kami be praised. Too often are shellless quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then. Now that our business with Tensui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. Okay. What we got here? Nothing I can use. I'm gonna. I'll take this one. The bend in the wind. Sorban is in high spirits. I shall return to the ship and prepare for departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so. I don't know what it would be. Ah, that reminds me. Roland, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederate of our plans? The more they know of our movement, the less like we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. All righty. Oh, you're one of the Ijin from the beach, leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe, like Tensui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything that to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Not really. Okay, that's probably a wind current, so let's get that. If it isn't, we'll skip it, but I think it is. Yes, it is. The price of betrayal. Yusyu is looking for an individual who can freely enter the ruby price. You? Yes, you. Do you know the ruby price? The fortress in middle of the Ruby Sea, from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? I actually don't know. The other day we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I am looking to track down the superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail the ruby price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you could go in my stead? There's a man by the name of Ikaruga. He is an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. Okay, I don't see anything else up here. Let's head down. Where are we supposed to go? Man, I thought it was a rough road getting up here. It's just as far down. You have spoken with the Confederates up above then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard. I've only got a couple minutes left, and I don't quite remember what happens when we take this boat. There may be a cutscene that's longer than I care to add today. So I think I'm going to end it here. When we come back, we'll catch the boat and continue on. Anyway, hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.